Phelps, Bukowski, you have a new case. 2 women, possible drink drive.
How is that a case?
The broad says she was doped and that somebody tried to kill her.
Where did this take place?
That's the bit you're gonna love. Right across the street.
What?
A Chevy Styline took a nosedive off the escarpment, fetched up underneath a Cola King billboard. Up to it, boys. We got bad guys to catch.
Всем привет, дорогие друзья! С вами снова Майк 345, и мы продолжаем проходить игру L.A.Noire. Сегодня мы пройдем дело Падший, идол. Я его также разделю в 2 части, дабы не занимать у вас много времени. Ну а в данный момент направимся с вами на место преступления. Это достаточно много времени у нас не займет.
Stop just ahead. Her face looks familiar. Well, that's June Ballard, Tarzan's sister, beast of the Amazon. She's married to Guy McAfee. The captain has moved to Vegas now, but the 2 of them still have juice. Phelps, traffic.
Detective Phelps. Hey, Bukowski. Long time no see.
You could have called this in by megaphone, Enrique. Phelps, this is Enrique Gonzalez. Enrique was a pretty decent middleweight. What do we have, Gonzalez?
Broad drives right through the empty lot and off the side of the escarpment. Her story is that a movie producer doped her and her friend and sent the car over the cliff.
Was anyone hurt?
Driver's beat up. Not too bad considering. If she hadn't hit that billboard, you'd be scraping both of them off the pavement. Passengers are Jessica Hamilton. She's just a kid. She's pretty knocked around.
Kid gonna be all right?
I think so. They've taken her to central receiving. If you want to take a look around, stall the ambulance.
Thanks. Do that.
One more thing. Watch out for the driver. She cuts rough.
Ну что ж, вот мы на месте преступления.
If you're looking for the coroner, he's down by the crash site.
Так, чем-то похоже на такое голливудское дело, да? Со звездами. Ну, как вы уже могли заметить. Дело достаточно такое непростое. Достаточно такое мудрённое и достаточно долгое.
Looks like they're lucky they weren't more badly injured.
Must have been unconscious. Being relaxed tends to lessen the soft tissue damage.
Труселя. Супер.
They've been torn off. Where did you find them?
They were stuffed in the young lady's handbag. I'll run a trace for semen when I get back to the lab.
Так, сумочка. Так.
She's a long way from home.
Это все, да? Номер.
Funny how that thing at the rail yard turned out, don't you think?
Да. Ты бы лучше про это дело что-нибудь рассказал. Это старое что-то вспомнил.
Drunk driver?
Maybe not. How so?
Well, the head I found without a body piqued my interest. See what you think.
Alas, poor Yorick, I knew him, Horatio. Is it real?
No. I think it's supposed to be a replica of an Indian shrunken head. It's some kind of curio or movie prop. See the casting box?
What's it made from?
Plaster of Paris would be my first guess, then painted.
So we can rule out the murder angle?
No, you can rule that in. That thing was wedging the accelerator to the floor. Whoever did it wanted these women dead.
Так. Все новые
Someone managed to tip
подробности.
their ride straight off a cliff. If the driver's in a fit state, we should ask.
Пойдемте зададим еще ей пару вопросов. Так, осталось найти ее. А, вон сидит.
Mrs. McAfee, we would like to ask you a few questions, if that's okay.
I prefer to use my maiden name, June Ballard. You might be familiar with some of my work.
Can you tell us what happened here?
You're kind of cute for a cop. Maybe a bit on the serious side.
What about me, June? I'm a big fan of Beast.
I don't like. Keep out of this.
Сразу поставил вопрос.
We understand that you're still suffering from the effects of the accident, Mrs. McAfee. The officer says that you claim that you were drugged. But who did this to you?
That rat slipped us a Mickey Finn. It's no wonder I feel so dopey. I can't remember.
Слушайте, а ведь она актриса, и догадаться, когда она врет и когда говорит правду, в принципе, будет тяжело, но я не уверен, что здесь она вообще собирается нам что-то говорить.
It's a serious offense to withhold information from the police during a criminal investigation, madam.
I told you to call me June. You're making me feel like an old lady. And don't bother your handsome head about this. My husband will settle the score with Mark Bishop.
Так.
What can you tell us about the passenger in your car?
Jessica Hamilton. Poor Jessica. It's been a rough day for her. She's desperate to break into movies. What more can I say?
Вот. Но опять ты вот этим вот жестом. Ну, я не знаю, я опять сомневаюсь.
How old is Jessica, Mrs. Ballard?
I couldn't say how old Jessica is. Old enough, sweetheart, as the saying goes.
Так, ладно. Сейчас будем думать. Думать серьезно.
We found a shrunken head that was used to tamper with your car.
You see, I normally don't drive off cliffs. The last thing I remember is getting behind the wheel.
Ну вот сейчас она реально врет.
It's obviously some kind of movie prop. You must know where it came from.
In case you hadn't noticed, I am the talent. And the talent doesn't deal with props or sets or any of that kind of stuff. Why don't you ask Mark Bishop which prop house he uses?
You mentioned a Mark Bishop. You think he might have had something to do with this?
He is a movie producer. As for his involvement, you just leave it to me and my husband to worry about.
Ой, блин. честно, я не знаю даже, что спросить. Чё вы? Ну ладно, пусть будет истина.
It's not going to play that way, Mrs. McAfee. We'll take it from there.
Relax, detective. You're not nearly as cute when you're mad.
Mrs. McAfee, I think it would be in everyone's best interest if you accompanied Patrolman Gonzalez back to the receiving hospital.
I'm going to be okay. These guys can take me home after my lawyer and I have talked to the news hounds.
Mrs. McAfee, you are still under the influence of narcotics, and you're likely to go into shock once the drugs wear off.
And I thought you were a heel. It's nice of you to be concerned.
I think we're good here. Let's go see what we can shake out of the kid.
Да, печально. С допросом получилось очень печально. Ну, честно сказать, я игру эту до конца не проходил. Я вообще дошел только до отдела нравов. А дальше что-то мне как-то поднадоело, и я устал. Ну вот, с этим делом тоже достаточно начинает. С прошлого дела уже начинается достаточно тяжело. Так что я не обещаю, что теперь уже буду проходить все на 100%. И при этом я как бы не перепрохожу дела, чтобы показать вам все, на что я способен, да? Все на 100%, чтобы пройти. Мне просто самому интересно проходить его вместе с вами, вместе с роликом, со снятием ролика. Поэтому как бы может все получаться не столь прекрасно, как вы думаете.
Hello, Detective Phelps, here to interview a Jessica Hamilton.
Jessica Hamilton. Oh, yes. She's in the room right behind you, Detective.
You can't hold me here. No, I don't need to
Feeling
be
better
manhandled
since
by
this
a
morning,
doctor.
Jessica?
I need my lawyer.
A little.
Hey,
My
where
head
is
still
the
feels
telephone? Do you know who I am?
Hello, Jessica. My name is Cole Phelps. I'm a policeman. I'd like to talk to you about your accident, if that's okay.
Okay.
Can you tell me what you remember about the crash?
It's all kind of fuzzy. I remember waking up here. Nothing happened yesterday.
Ну вот это вот вообще жестко. Это просто она себя не выдала.
You're holding out,
охерели!
Jessica.
Please, I want my doctor. I'm not sure I can answer any more questions right now.
We need to get in touch with your parents, Jessica, to tell them what has happened.
Oh, you don't need to worry them. They sent me along to stay with Aunt June. They trust her to take care of me.
Так, ну это ладно. Это я знаю, что сказать.
You're lying, Jessica. How are we going to make this right if you lie to us?
Please, Detective, why would I lie to you?
Письмо мать тебе.
Because you're a runaway, Jessica, and you don't have your parents' permission to be here. Now, do you want to tell me what really happened?
I went with Junie to this strange place. It's difficult to remember. Someone gave me a drink to calm my nerves, and then I felt faint. I think I must have passed out.
How did you meet Mr. Bishop?
Well, Junie is a big movie star. You probably know that. She's doing a new movie.
Ну, блин. Ну, сомневаюсь, я сомневаюсь. Надеюсь, я опять не лажану. Пусть это будет сомнение.
What's the story with Bishop and Mrs. McAfee? Why does he want the two of you dead?
That can't be true. Mr. Bishop seemed very happy today. I mean, yesterday.
And that's why he wedged a shrunken head against the accelerator pedal and punted the two of you over an escarpment?
I overheard Junie speaking to him on the phone a couple of times. Screaming, really. She can be very hard sometimes, Junie. But they seemed okay yesterday, like they worked it out.
I know what happened to you, Jessica. Where exactly did it take place?
Please, it's scary. It's really difficult to think of anything.
Так, сейчас. Ну вот, нижнее белье, наверное.
God damn it, tell the truth, Jessica.
I am telling the truth. I don't know where the place is. I barely know this city.
То есть она не знает где-то место? Или она не знает, что с ней случилось? Ну я не знаю. Ну блин, ну серьезно. Что она хочет? Ну-ка. Что она хотела? Так. Если ты знаешь, что с ней произошло, значит, у нас доказательств нету о том, где это было. Значит...
Sorry. Sometimes you have to shake the tree to see what falls out.
Пусть это будет сомнение.
Someone tried to kill you, Jessica. You get it? Forget about being in movies. It's time to act like a grown-up.
I had to wear a robe and lay down on a stone. There were lights, camera. It's not my fault. I'm not a bad girl. Why are you trying to hurt me?
Thank you, Jessica. It's been a big help. Here's my card. If you think of anything or you need some help, just get in touch, okay?
Okay.
I think it might be a good idea if you went back home till you felt better, Jessica.
I couldn't do that, officer. What if I got the part and I wasn't there?
Да. Слушайте, ну вот здесь вот...
It's the tale of this town, Cole. Lambs that go willingly to slaughter. Who the hell is that?
Must be her lawyer. He certainly expedited her release.
I don't like it, Cole. Why is she in such a hurry? We should follow her. There she goes. Come on.
Блин, если бы серьезно, если бы я понял вопрос, я бы, наверное, ну, дал правильно все.
Ballard is definitely up to something.
Он спрашивал место, а в итоге оказалось, что с ним произошло.
Too close, Phelps. You're way too close.
Но ничего страшного. Дело мы все равно пройдем. Хоть не идеально, но пройти-то мы точно пройдем.
Get in there and see what she's up to.
What is that? That's what it's saying.
No, I don't want him taught a lesson. You know what I want. Well, then make someone else do it. You still know people out here, don't you? Then make some calls. I'm going to be very clear about this. You get this done, or I'm... Wilson's Hotel. Mr. Mark Bishop, that son of a bitch, lives in apartment 803. Sure, I got the film.
The majority of movie workers are patriotic and loyal Americans.
Так, отлично. Сейчас направимся к Марку Бишопу.
This is a tasty burger.
Пожалуй, в этой части прохождения я не буду заезжать на всякие побочные дела.
Bishop has a heap of trouble headed his way. I've got an address. Wilson's Hotel, apartment 803.
Oh shit, better step on it.
If he's got any sense, he'll be as far away from home as possible.
If you had any sense, you wouldn't have tried bumping off Guy McCaffrey's wife in the first place. Or you'd done the job properly. McCaffrey will break a fella's legs just for looking at his property.
What did you make of the kid?
Believe her story?
I think she was doped out of her tiny mind and given the casting couch. That fucking bitch Ballard sold her out.
So if Ballard was doing someone a favor, why did they try to kill her?
Да я... Еще дорогу найти тяжело. Ребята, извините, в этот раз я откажусь от своего дела.
All units in the vicinity in car 11K, 11K, a 415 in progress at apartment 803, Wilson's Apartment Motel, 1220 West 7th Street, Westlake Park. 11K code 3, all other units code 2. KGPL clear.
Done it! Let's get to the apartment before someone gets hurt.
Call 11K, 11K, we have no other units available. We're 3TA to the 415 in progress at 1220 West 7th Street. Repeat, 1220 West 7th Street, Wilson's Apartment Motel. 11K handle code 3. Any of the units that can assist identified.
Отлично, мы почти
Roger,
приехали.
KGPL. 11K en route.
Так. Вот отель.
Hey, isn't that the house who sells the big cave we have promoted?
803 номер.
I'm Detective Phelps. We received a call about a domestic disturbance in apartment 803.
Oh, the detectives. Listen, Mrs. Bishop's pretty upset. Take the elevator and then left down the corridor. It's the last door on the right.
На лифте, потом по коридору, насколько я понял. Последняя дверь справа, да?
Sounds like we're about to make it a hat trick of hysterical female witnesses.
Так, где 803? А вон 803. Четыре 703.
LAPD, ma'am. Are you in danger?
I'm all right now. You just missed them. Horrible, awful men.
Are you injured, Mrs.
Bishop. Gloria Bishop. Please, come in, officers. I'll just need to sit down for a moment. Forgive me.
That's perfectly normal, ma'am.
Just look at this mess!
We'll take a quick search of the premises, ma'am. You take a moment to gather your thoughts.
I will. Thank you, officer.
Так, давайте осмотримся. Какая-то бумага лежит. Новый.
Not sure this means much.
Вот это что за... Так, книги. Какие-то нет, это мне не нужно. И это нам не нужно. Слушай, в таком беспорядке хрен что найдешь. А вот что-то нашли.
What do you have to do to earn $20,000?
Так, ясно. Что еще есть? Кольцо.
Circumstantial.
Просто кольцо.
Nope.
Nope. Так. Да нет, это не лучше смотреть. Так, здесь вроде тоже какое-то письмо, что ли, не знаю, надо посмотреть. Так, это что?
Nothing significant.
Ясно. В этой комнате, кроме чека, больше ничего нету. Так, зайдем. Ну-ка, вот еще на комнату.
Presented to Mark.
Седло. Новая улика. Так. Смотрим дальше. Деньги.
Doesn't look like anything. It would take a smarter man than me to connect that.
Фотографии. Это экспозиция,
It's
походу.
like the old movie set downtown.
А, декорация. Ага, ясно.
Great Wall of Babylon. A replica of a replica.
Так. А что тут может быть еще? Какие-то спички, что ли?
Maybe. No.
Ну-ка.
Junk.
Так, что здесь может быть еще? Даже, честно говоря, не знаю. Это мы уже смотрели. Так, идем дальше. На кухне. Что может быть на кухне? Половники. Так. Холодильник. Нет, здесь не нужно ничего нам такого. Так, на кухне ничего такого не нашлось. Посмотрим здесь. Часы. А может, часы открываются?
This doesn't pertain to the case.
Нет, часы не открываются.
Not much help.
Слушайте, сколько книг.
Looks like a mermaid in the background. Silver screen. What are these men in the picture?
My husband, Mark, and Marlon Hopgood. They work together on occasion. That's Hopgood's shop.
Так, ясно.
Doesn't give me anything to go on.
А жаль. Что ж, я так понимаю, вы все осмотрели.
Those men. I think they work for Guy McAfee. You know the name?
Why should I?
June Ballard is married to Guy McAfee. Have you heard of her?
That slut. She's been badgering my husband for days.
Mrs. McAfee alleges that your husband tried to kill her and her friend last night. I think you should tell us what you know.
My husband's a movie producer. This has something to do with his new picture. He doesn't include me in his business.
Да, ладно, тебе врать-то не посвящает он тебя. Сейчас посмотрим на это. Да нет, я тебе не верю. Так. Слушайте, ну давайте, ладно, так сделаем. Конечно, ты самый...
June Ballard said she had a deal to be in his new picture.
Mark repeatedly told her no. He had Joan Leslie lined up for the role. That's how he got the finance. June made all kinds of threats. She was very rude to me.
You know June Ballard?
We were both on the same picture a few years back. That's how I met my husband.
Where can we find your husband, ma'am?
He told me he would be on set. That's all I know.
Ну ладно, сейчас еще играть.
Either we find him, or McAfee's people do, Mrs. Bishop. If you care for him, you should make sure that we find him first.
I do care for him. But I don't really know where he'd go if he were in trouble. Hopgood might know.
Так.
Why is your husband paying Lorna Hopgood $20,000?
Lorna? Marlon's ex-wife? Are you sure?
Ну, у нее уже было такое лицо. Значит, она знает.
Her husband looks like he's being blackmailed. They obviously have something on him if he's prepared to kill to cover it up. Why is the payment going to Hopgood and not McAfee?
Lorna works at a check-cashing place in Hollywood. You need to ask Hopgood why he needs that much money in cash.
Your husband is in trouble. It could go easier for him if you were more helpful, Mrs. Bishop.
He's a big boy, detective, and so are you. This is Hollywood. There's always a deal to be done.
Так, ладно. Надо узнать номер бутафории.
Operator, give me dispatch.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need a location on the Silver Screen Prop Store.
Just a moment. Silver Screen Props, corner 3rd and Figueroa.
Thanks, ma'am.
Ну что ж, дорогие друзья, с вами был Майки 345. Всем до встречи и пока.